Hey, what's up? The Preston 13 here. We're going to open some more football cards tonight. It's going to be a couple more blaster boxes of the Score Panini cards. Panini Score. 132 cards per box. Find one blaster exclusive memorabilia card per box on average. Now, I don't want to get your hopes up out there, but I'll tell you, last time we opened one of these, we did pull an awesome Pat Mahomes jersey card. While we pop these open, I'll thank you for hanging out. Shout out to Luke and Nathan for all their assistance with this stuff. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll post there before we go live, an hour or two generally before we get going. That's Preston_sports. We have some really awesome stuff planned coming up. We got a case break coming up on Sunday. And maybe a bonus box as well. I don't know. And we got some big things planned for June as well. All right. There's our packs. Scoot those back a little bit. And let's get started. How's that? We just mentioned Pat Mahomes. And there he is. Let's see. It's a little better with the light there, I think. Very pretty cards. I do like them. Kind of an old school, not a lot going on feel to them. We'll look at the back real quick before we move along. Fairly simple cards. I like them. An old school feel. It's Kevin Byard. Safety for the Titans. Le'Veon Bell. It's him in a Steelers uniform there. He'll be running the ball in New York for Adam Gase this year. Maybe. Adam Gase isn't too high on him. Alex Smith, just an awful injury last year. Nick Mullins. Michael Thomas, Drew Brees' favorite target in New Orleans. And we have a gold bordered insert here. I don't know what Score is calling these. I was going to look it up and I forgot. I apologize. It's Alejandro Villanueva. Mainstay tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll set him aside. And we got a throwback card. It's Ryan Kerrigan. Washington Redskins. Excellent player. These are good looking cards. And a captain's card. It's Matt Stafford. He came into the league at the perfect time. Just going to do some real damage to the stats sheet record book. The University of Memphis, it's Darrell Henderson. These three are going to be rookie cards. Each pack should have 3 at the end. Running back for the Memphis Tigers. Jachai Polite, University of Florida. And DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf has a lot of talent. It's going to be exciting to see what he can do in the league. And if I remember correctly, I can't remember. Where did he end up going? Out of Ole Miss. He went in the second round somewhere. All right, Bradley Chubb. Excellent young player for the Broncos. And if I can find it, yep, last pick of the second round, DK Metcalf went to Seattle. John Brown, wide receiver. Baltimore. Terrell Edmonds. Josh Adams. And Aaron Donald. Excellent. One of the best players in the league. Absolute beast at defensive tackle for the NFC champion Rams. And Christian McCaffrey, one of the best young running backs in the league. One of my favorites to watch for the Carolina Panthers. A couple really good cards there. And Chandler Jones, outstanding defensive end for the Cardinals. A good stretch of cards right there. Oh, look at that. Awesome. It's an Epics insert. It's Aaron Donald. We were just talking about how good he is. That is a very good looking card. We'll take a look at the back real quick for you here. Awesome stuff. Like that a lot. We've got a couple different piles going over here. I don't know if you can't see them all, but I'll try to keep things separated, and we'll do a quick recap at the end. Let's huddle up. Los Angeles Rams team card. There's the back of your team cards. I apologize. That one don't want to come into focus. And our rookies. O'Shane Zimenez out of Old Dominion. In the rookie pile there, Trace McSorley. Let's see if a little bit of extra light helps. And Darius Slayton out of Auburn. Wide receiver. Very nice Aaron Donald so far. Couple of good looking inserts. Jared Cook. Tyler Eifert, outstanding tight end for the Bengals. Like to see him stay healthy for a year or two. Trey Burton, another good tight end. Kyle Van Noy, linebacker for your New England Patriots. Matt Ryan, like to get back to his MVP form this year. And Gerald McCoy, another stud defensive tackle. I think I heard something about him getting released. I know they brought in Ndamukong Suh, and maybe I can get some more information on that for you by the end. Laquan Treadwell, that's a gold bordered card. Back's pretty standard like the other ones. And an all hands team. It's Mike Williams. Excellent young receiver for the Chargers. We'll take a look at the back of an all hands team card there real quick for you. And Dwayne Haskins. Rookie card. This is his, so you'll see the other rookie cards here. And there's a RC right there in the corner, whereas this one has the 2019 draft logo there. So I don't know if we should consider that an insert exactly, but it's different than the other rookie cards. And Dwayne Haskins going 15 to Washington. And we talked about Alex Smith and his troubles earlier. Daniel Jones, your 6th overall pick to the New York Giants. caused a bit of a scuttlebutt there with the media and fans. They weren't quite expecting that pick. Quarterback Duke. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes down in New York. And Travis Homer, University of Miami. And Darwin Thompson, Utah State University. We'll open up another pack here now. If there's anything you want to chat about, throw it in the chat box there. I'll do my best to address it. Any tips or tricks or anything I can do better, let me know. Always looking for constructive criticism. Let's keep going here. Kiki Kute. Denzel Ward. They're expecting a lot of him in Cleveland, pardon me. Andy Luck, we all know about him. The neckbeard, one of the best young quarterbacks in the league, no doubt about it. Something fall out here? Can we get a sticker or something? Oh, nope, I'm sorry. That's a security device. We have no need for that. Khalil Mack. A lot of talk about him in the media last year, getting traded from Oakland to Chicago. An incredible player. Isaiah Crowell. Kyler Fackrell. Ronald Jones II. I have a jersey card of his around here somewhere. And it's our first Signal Callers card. I saw a couple of these last time we went through a score box. They're very pretty cards. This time it's Cam Newton, quarterback for your Carolina Panthers. Take a quick look at the back. Very pretty cards. I like those a lot. We're really spread out here now. A lot of different inserts to try to keep track of. Christian McCaffrey. We go from a Carolina insert to a Carolina insert. Gonna catch a lot of balls from Cam Newton during the course of his career. There's no doubt about it. And this is his Fantasy Stars card. Very good looking cards. Our three rookies are going to start off with Gardner Minshew II. Quarterback, Washington State. Marquise Brown, otherwise known as Hollywood Brown. I believe he is Antonio Brown's cousin, nephew? Something like that. And Terry Godwin II, University of Georgia. And then, let me see if I can look real quick. Hollywood Brown, I believe, fell into the third round. Oh, we got a tough pack here. Doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. And this pack's going to start off with Jabril Peppers. Darius Leonard. Trent Williams. Darius Slay. Sheldon Rankins. Jimmy Garoppolo. Excited to see what he can do. If he can stay healthy for 16 games. It's Mike Adams. And another Epics card. This one's Saquon Barkley. This will be a second-year card for him. We all know the kind of talent he has in New York. Hopes to make nothing helps a young quarterback like a good running game. So I know over the next few years, Daniel Jones will be looking to get a lot of production out of Saquon Barkley. Sorry about that. All right, Sean Lee, Cowboys. This is his captain's card. Our other captain's card was Matthew Stafford. And then our 3 rookies. It's going to be Michigan State's L.J. Scott, Julian Love. That's a good rookie to have. He's a good young corner out of Notre Dame. And Elijah Holyfield. That brings us to what? We're about halfway through this first box, I guess. Chris Conley will start us off. Corey Davis. Darren Lee. Golden Tate III. James Conner, expecting a lot out of him in Pittsburgh. Marcus Peters, bit of a down year last year for him. Mohamed Sanu, wide receiver for Atlanta. Started his career in Cincinnati, had some good productive years there. And a throwback card, it's Adrian Peterson, future Hall of Famer. And these cards I like a lot. Fairly basic, but I like the look of them, the throwback cards. Our last one was Ryan Kerrigan, so 2 Washington Redskin throwbacks there. And a celebration card, it's Phillip Lindsay, outstanding young running back for the Broncos. I think we have any other celebration cards. We'll set him aside. And our rookies, it's Byron Murphy, another good corner, this one out of the University of Washington. We got Kyle Shermer. He is related to Pat Shermer out of Vanderbilt University. And Ed Oliver. Excellent. He's going to be a good player in the league for a long time. Went number 9 to Buffalo. Probably should not have fallen that far, given how talented he is. Awesome. Out of the University of Houston. That's a very good rookie to have. All right. It's pretty fun stuff so far. Pretty good cards. Well-sealed cards, I might add. Jeff Howerman, excuse me. Hewerman, pretty sure. Justin Tucker. Speaking of Hall of Famers, dude's been ridiculously good. Doug Martin. Jordan Hicks. Nope, back around. Christian Kirk. We got Kyle Rudolph. And Ito Smith. This is a scorecard insert. You can see the border's just a little bit different. It's a scorecard there. We got another Signal Callers card. This time it's Mitch Trubisky. This will be his 3rd year card. Right? 3rd year? 2nd year? 3rd year. Yeah, his 3rd year card. And then another draft 2019 card. This time it's Josh Jacobs out of Alabama. Picked by the Raiders near the end of the 1st round in the draft. Where's our other one? The other one was Dwayne Haskins. And John Gruden's very excited for him. I imagine he'll get plenty of touches this year. Definitely a rookie to keep an eye on. Karen Higdon, University of Michigan. TJ Hawkinson, he was your first tight end off the board this year. Went number 8 to Detroit. Out of the University of Iowa. Shout out to Iowa. I always do. Spent some time in the Quad Cities. Had some fun there. Lil Jordan Humphrey. We've talked about him in past episodes. That's an excellent football name. Out of the University of Texas. Almost 1,200 yards last year. Moving right along. Sean Williams. Young safety for the Bengals. Alfred Blue. Seems like he's been in the league for 20 years, and I know he's not that old. It just seems like Alfred Blue's been around a long time. Now, earlier, we pulled a yellow border insert of this card. Parallel, I guess you would call it. Gold parallel. There it is. Alejandro Villanueva. Xavier Howard. Probably the best player on the Dolphin squad right now. This will be his second-year card. Had a very good rookie go. 7 interceptions last year for the Dolphins. That's a good one. I think he's got a bright future. It's Levante David. Excellent linebacker. Marquise Valdez-Scantling. O.J. Howard. Excellent tight end for the Buccaneers. And another all-hands team this time. It's Keelan Cole. Very exciting young player in Jacksonville. Take a look at the back real quick for you. All hands team. Our other one was Mike Williams. A couple good young receivers in that pile. Marcus Mariota. Captain's card. And we'll start off these rookies with Mac Wilson. Out of Alabama. Marquise Brown went 25th to Baltimore, by the way. Wanted to tell you that. Looked it up real quick. We got Paris Campbell, wide receiver out of Ohio State University. An All-American. And Amani. Oh, goodness, folks. Oruwariye. That's that guy right there. And I'm so sorry for butchering his name. Amani Oruwariye. That's a tough one. Need to call Bob. I almost said Huggins. Bob Costas and ask him about that. He's good with that stuff. Antonio Callaway. And this kid's got all kinds of potential. We'll see if we can keep it together and be as productive as he can be up there in Cleveland. Zach Cunningham's next. Allen Robinson. James White. Mr. Super Bowl. And there he is, Russell Wilson. He just might be the best quarterback in the league for the next 6, 7, 8 years. That's a good one. Mark Ingram II. Not to be confused with Mark Ingram the first. And look at here. We have a jersey card. It is Mike Thomas in New Orleans. Let's set these other ones down real quick. We'll get back to them in just a moment. Drew Brees' favorite target. Mike Thomas, number 13, my personal favorite number. Dan Marino. We'll throw his name out there while we're talking about this number. Number 13 for the Saints. Let's take a look at the back real quick. Wide receiver, 6'3", 212 pounds. Fast as lightning. It's his home and away card. This is the exact type of card, the home and away version that we got out of our other score box and the Patrick Mahomes. It was Patrick Mahomes. That is awesome. Very excited about that. We'll make sure to show him again later before we wrap up. Michael Thomas. And wouldn't you know it, kids, because the universe is funny that way, right behind him is his quarterback, his Epics card, Drew Brees. He will step off the field into the Hall of Fame. There's no doubt about it. He is one of the best players I've ever seen play. He really is that good. And sometimes I don't think he gets enough credit he deserves. And then talking about great players, of course, Tom Brady's going to pop up because that's what he does. He pops up in all the GOAT conversations, doesn't he? Fantasy Stars card, Tom Brady. Those are good-looking cards. Just been wreaking havoc on the AFC East for so long. Just so long. Where's our Fantasy Stars card? Where'd it go? Over here. Christian McCaffrey's the other one we got. And our rookies, it's Brett Rippon. Mark Rippon's nephew, I believe. I apologize if I'm wrong. Boise State University. It may be his son. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm wrong there. Rocky Sin, cornerback, out of Temple. And I just saw him. I try to keep an eye on this list. I don't want to slow things down with it, but I do want to give you guys good information when I can. So I just saw him, but he's gone. I think he was an early third rounder, and we won't spend no more time there. Sorry. All right, and Jared Stidham, project quarterback out of Auburn. Awesome. Feeling pretty good about that Mike Thomas. I got to tell you, kids. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Myles Garrett. This will be a third-year Myles Garrett, I believe. Outstanding player for the Browns. DJ Chark Jr., young receiver for the Jaguars. Back around, it's Josh Doxson. Sam Darnold. This will be a second-year card. Quarterback for your New York Jets. And Ndamukong Suh just got a new one-year deal today with Tampa Bay. That has him in a Rams uniform, obviously. And Luke Kuechly, one of the best inside linebackers in the game. An absolute terror for offenses around the league. And an all-hands team again. This time it's Adam Thielen. Big-time playmaker for the Minnesota, I almost said Twins, Vikings. And another signal callers. This time it's Jared Goff, one of the youngest quarterbacks to play in a Super Bowl. Off to a great start in Los Angeles. And another draft 2019 card. This time it's Rodney Anderson. Jaquez Patrick starts off our rookies out of Florida State University. Jeffrey Simmons out of Mississippi State. And Quinnen Williams. That's a good one there out of the University of Alabama. He was your third overall pick to the New York Jets. And we just pulled Sam Darnold out of there, so bit of a Jets pack. Jet fans are going to like that pack. And there we are to the last pack of the first box. Quinnen Williams. We got some good rookies. We really have gotten some good rookie cards so far. Eric Berry, longtime safety for your Kansas City Chiefs. Played a gig in Kansas City. I like that town. Had a lot of fun there. Dion Lewis. Jay Ajayi. When he is good, he is really good. A little more consistency out of him. Leonard Williams. Another Jet. Jets are hot right now. Jared Goff, seen him a moment ago. And then I missed a comment in the chat box there. It's Luke chiming in with nice. I'm assuming that was back when we pulled our Mike Thomas jersey card. Julio Jones. Ridiculously good receiver. And there's another one, Larry Fitzgerald. Two incredibly talented receivers. This throwback is Aaron Rodgers. How about that? A couple Hall of Famers there. Larry Fitzgerald, and then right on top of an Aaron Rodgers. Those are good-looking cards. I do like them. Obviously, in his throwback jersey there. One of the best that's ever done it. That's a good pull. Always happy when you see Aaron Rodgers pop up in your pack. We got Wesley Woodward, one of your captains for the Tennessee Titans. And we'll start off our rookies with Miles Sanders. Very deep class of running backs this year. C.J. Conrad. And Mike Weber out of Ohio State. Has a little half shirt on, just like Zeke Elliott used to do. All right, let's get into the second box here. I feel pretty good about that first box. A lot of good inserts, a lot of good players, a lot of good rookies. And then obviously we hit big time with the Michael Thomas jersey card. Box number 2 starts with Phillip Rivers, Chester Rogers, Marvin Jones Jr., and we just mentioned Zeke Elliott, so of course he's going to pop up. That's how these things work. Just got into a mild altercation caught on tape this week. Hopefully it doesn't affect his production on the field for our Dallas fans. Ito Smith, or his contract negotiations for that matter. Fred Warner. We got Adam Thielen one more time. Just got his all hands card a minute ago. And another throwback. This time it's Todd Gurley. You talk about a kid with just a ridiculous amount of potential. Anthony Miller. This is a celebration card. Looks like that was the he's rowing a boat card. Got his buddies in a canoe. Is that what's going on there? We got another celebration card. We'll put it over there with that one. And our rookies, it's Rocky Sin again. That'll be his second appearance. And the second appearance for Stidham and Jaquise Patrick as well. So 3 duplicate rookies in that pack. That's no fun. You know what? I appreciate your patience. I've got to get a drink of water, doing a lot of talking here. Excuse me. All right. Let's get out of there. Jordy Nelson's going to start off this pack. Longtime super productive receiver for the Packers. Tajay Sharp. Robert Foster. Robbie Anderson. Super fast, super athletic. Greg Olsen. I imagine he'll walk right into the Hall of Fame when he's done as well. Tyler Lockett. And this is a gold parallel of Golden Tate. A golden. How about that? There we go. Khalil Mack. Epic's card. These cards really are good looking. And I'm going to keep saying it because I think it's true. Oh, let's back up a little bit there. Khalil Mack Epic's card. Awesome. Quick look at the back. Out of Buffalo. Some college scouts dropped the ball on that one, didn't they? Where's our Epics cards? I like those a lot. Another captain's card. This time it is Larry Fitzgerald. Second time we've seen him tonight. And Paris Campbell starts off our rookies. Amani again and Brett Rippon again. So pulling some duplicate rookies now. Steven Nelson, cornerback for the Chiefs. Oh, pardon me. Jalen Ramsey, outstanding young corner for the Jags. And Justin Houston, another good player for the Chiefs. T.Y. Hilton. Nick Chubb, I think we saw him earlier. Kenny Golladay, outstanding young receiver for the Detroit Lions. And Antonio Brown. This will probably be the last card you see him in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. Catching balls in Oakland now. Cooper Kupp. Like to see him come back early this season from the injury he suffered last year. Devontae Adams. And another gold card this time. It's Taylor Lewan. Left tackle for the Titans. Gold parallel card. We got a signal caller card again. This is Jimmy Garoppolo this time. Noah Fant, tight end, out of Iowa. This is his draft 2019 card. A quick look here. I think he went middle of the first. Yeah, to the Denver Broncos. 20th overall. We got Jeffrey Simmons one more time. Quinnen Williams again. Awesome. And Miles Sanders. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of duplicate rookies here. It's Mitch Trubisky. We saw him earlier. I think it was an insert we saw him in. And that one is a little jacked up. None of the other ones appear to be. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's a little chip taken out right there. So a bit of a damaged card. It's Mitch Trubisky. Danny Trevathan. Joe Hayden. Mike Evans. Outstanding receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Leonard Floyd. And another Antonio Brown's all-hands team. I got one of these the other night as well. All-hands team. Where'd it go? And a captain card. This time it's Adam Vinatieri. He's been around the league for at least 40 years. C.J. Conrad. Mike Weber. And DeAndre Baker. Some more duplicate rookies there. We got Will Fuller the fifth. Andy Dalton. Let's slide these over here. Alvin Kamara, one of my favorite players to watch right now. That Saints offense really does have some special players in it. Nick Vanette, Cam Newton, and what do we got here? Dexter Williams, University of Notre Dame. This appears to be a parallel rookie card, much as our gold bordered parallels for the regular. I guess the regular rookies have gold bordered parallels as well. I don't believe I saw one of these in the first two boxes that I did. So that's pretty cool. Dexter Williams, Notre Dame. And an Aaron Donald Epics card. Wait, did we get one of those already? Still real pretty cards. And a Fantasy Stars, this time it's Saquon Barkley. Our last Fantasy Stars was Tom Brady, so we've got a few of those. Christian McCaffrey. Andy Isabella. I don't think we've seen him. Wide receiver. Out of Massachusetts. Had over 100 receptions last year. Alex Barnes. Out of Kansas. And Devin Singletary. Florida Atlantic University. As we mentioned earlier, a lot of very talented running backs in this year's draft class. Moving right along, another security device. I won't get tricked this time. Last time I thought it was a sticker. I remember they used to put stickers, I don't remember what series, but they were like hologram stickers. They were awesome back in the 80s. Maurice Hurst. Derrick Henry. He is an absolute beast sometimes, just ridiculous. Chris Ivory, Adrian Peterson. We saw him a little bit earlier in an insert. Jared Davis. We got Chris Carson. How about those neon green uniforms? Eric Kendricks. And a Signal Callers card. This time it's Jameis Winston. Who wants to eat a W? David Montgomery out of Iowa State. And there we go. How about a Nick Bosa rookie card? Outstanding young pass rusher out of Ohio State University. Drafted number 2 overall by the San Francisco 49ers. That's a good rookie to have. Six tackles for loss. They talk a lot about him rushing the passer. He's not bad at setting the edge either. It's Rodney Anderson and Trayvon Mullen out of Clemson will round out that pack. We are down to, we got 5 more packs here. So a little over halfway through the second box. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. This is a lot of fun for me. I hope it is for you too. Make sure to comment and let me know how you like it. Telvin Smith, outstanding young linebacker. Jordan Wilkins. We got Ryan Kerrigan one more time. John Bostic. Can't think of the Bostic name without thinking of Curtis Bostic, outstanding young player for the University of Cincinnati back in the 90s. Andrew Whitworth. Now, here's a guy who has had an absolute Hall of Fame career. Started off in Cincinnati. Didn't get a lot of shine in Cincy because it's the Bungles, but just a ridiculously good left tackle, Andrew Whitworth. Devin Funchess. Another throwback card. This time it is Matt Ryan. You'd like to throw back to the MVP year. Signal Callers, This time it's Sam Darnold. Second year card for him. Very pretty cards. And a Fantasy Stars. This time it's Todd Gurley, the second Todd Gurley we've seen. And Josh Allen. Awesome. 7th overall pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they may have gotten a deal. Say, what kind of deal is 7? That's pretty high. Well, I'm telling you, in a lot of years, he would have been a top 3 pick for sure. Josh Allen, ridiculously young talent, ridiculously good young talent out of Kentucky. It's Myles Gaskin out of Washington, and Jermaine Pratt, North Carolina State. So some good rookies in that pack. It's Marlon Mack and Baker Mayfield. Be a second-year card for Baker. First Baker we've seen. Darius Geis, injured his rookie year for Washington. God, they've had some horrible injury luck up there the past few years. They're hoping to get him on the field this year. And he's certainly talented. LaShawn McCoy, speaking of talented running backs. Shady. They call him Shady for a reason. David Moore. Calvin Ridley. Ridiculously talented receiver for the Falcons. Rashad Penny. And another Epics card. This time it's James Conner. A good showing for the Steelers last year before he got banged up a little bit. And I know they're hoping to get him back to form this year. Landon Collins, captain's card. And Stanley Morgan Jr. kicks off our rookies from Nebraska. Kelvin Harmon, North Carolina State. And J.J. Arcega-Whiteside out of Stanford. Receiver. All right, well, we're getting there. We got 2 more packs after this one. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. That's Martha, my cat, making another appearance over there. Come on now. All these packs have opened with no problem. But not this one. This one we need our handy dandy scissors for. Kenyon Drake. Excellent young running back for the Miami Dolphins. Michael Bennett. And a Tom Brady card. Been torturing the AFC East for so long. 20 years. It's going to be another 20 before he retires, I'm pretty sure. Pliability, kids. Google it. Olivier Vernon. Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon. And Odell Beckham Jr. Moving from the Giants to the Cleveland Browns. Made a lot of headlines past months. Interesting to see that work out up there. And here we go. Let's look at this one. It's Marshawn Lattimore, an absolute stud corner for the Saints. And I don't know if you can see it, but right there, this is numbered 29/100. Awesome. Very nice blue border. Nice and centered. We'll take a look at the back. Numbered 29/100. This is the first number card I pulled out of the 4 scores we've live streamed. And an absolute stud of a player. I like him a lot. Marshawn Lattimore. cornerback for your Saints. So that's a numbered Saint, a jersey card Saint. This been a big night for the Saints. Awesome. Number 29 to 100. 100 of those cards exist in the universe, and we just found one. That's exciting. Chris Harris Jr. We got Eric Ebron, now with the Colts. Bilal Powell, one of my favorite names to say. Kerryon Johnson, outstanding young running back for the Detroit Lions. George Kittle. He is an absolute stud. I look forward to watching his career. Jair Alexander, cornerback. And Todd Gurley's base card. That's a good one. Patrick Mahomes Epics card. This is going to look real nice next to the Patrick Mahomes jersey card we pulled out of a couple score boxes ago. And one more time, I'll say it out loud. These cards are really pretty. I like the Epics cards a lot. A very nice variant. It's the Huddle Up card. Some more New Orleans Saints. And our rookies. Jacoby Myers, North Carolina State. We got Jalen Hurd out of Baylor. And Clayton Thorson out of Northwest. Quarterback. All right. That brings us to our last pack. I am hopeful we get something else good, finish off strong. Although if we don't, we get looking at a number to 100. We got a jersey card. We got some awesome rookies, some cool variants. I didn't like the way I cut all the way across the last one. This one's being stubborn. There we go. Didn't run across any pack troubles until a couple of the last ones here. There we go. All out nice and safe. We got Travis Kelce. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Here, look at these. After we pulled that Michael Thomas, I never got back to looking at this pile I set to the side. Sorry about that. It's Juju Smith-Schuster's throwback card. And Andrew Luck captain card. And then the rookies from that pack. Antoine Wesley out of Texas Tech. And Devin Bush. Devin Bush was a top 20 pick. He went to the Steelers. I'm sorry, a top 10 pick. They traded up to 10 to get him out of Michigan. A bit of an odd pick. Nobody had him going that high. We'll see if it works out for the Steelers. And then Hakeem Butler. So sorry about that. We got a little turned around. But now we're all caught up, and this will be our last pack. It starts off with Travis Kelce. We got Cole Beasley. Kyle Fuller. Very good corner. Juju Smith-Schuster. We just saw his throwback a second ago. Mike McGlinchey. That's a good football name. Marcus Davenport. Saints are still hot. And a defense. Oh. Hey. Yeah. We've talked a few times tonight about Aaron Donald. We have his Defenders jersey card. Look at that. A nice piece of blue jersey. Aaron Donald, kids. My goodness, look up the highlight film if you haven't, because it's worth seeing. Defensive tackle out of your Los Angeles Rams, 6'1", 280, and an absolute stud. Aaron Donald jersey card. Awesome. And we'll finish up here with a few more inserts and rookies. It's Nick Chubb, all hands team. Look at him just facing one of the Bengals there. Oh, my goodness. I bet it's Hardy Nickerson. Cincinnati fans will like that. All right, Damian Harris, his 2019 draft card out of Alabama. We got Ryan Finley, speaking of the Bengals, hoping to take over for Andy Dalton sooner than later. Some Bengal fans are too. Jake Browning out of Washington. And Christian Wilkins. Well, he's going to end the day for us here. Out of Clemson, defensive tackle, drafted 13th overall by Miami. He's the one that jumped up in the air and came down and almost crushed poor old Roger Goodell with the chest bump that went wrong. Christian Wilkins. Quick recap. Before we do the recap, I do want to thank you again for hanging out. This is a lot of fun for me, and I do appreciate it. So we have our two big guys. That's Mike Thomas's jersey card, his home and away jersey card, the Aaron Donald Defenders jersey card, and then our numbered Marshawn Lattimore, 29 of 100. We have a handful of other inserts, some of them a little cooler than others. We got some gold parallels. We got a gold rookie parallel. One out of the 4 boxes we've opened. So that one was kind of cool. We have the Epics cards, which were my personal favorites as far as kind of the standard inserts go. Throwback cards are nice, but I know what you want to see one more time. It's going to be these guys. Nice and up close. Marshawn Lattimore, number 200. Our first jersey card out of this break. Michael Thomas and Aaron Donald, future Hall of Famer. Anytime you can get a scrap of jersey of a Hall of Famer, that's a good box. Awesome, awesome stuff. Very happy with how this went. If you liked the video, please do comment. Let us know. If you didn't like it, comment too. Be nice about it, but certainly tell me what we can do better. Always willing to listen. Again, a shout out to my son Luke, my son Nathan, my buddy Luke, for all their help with these things. We have some huge stuff coming up. We got a case break coming on Sunday, May 20-something, 2019. So make sure you tune in for that. You can catch me on Twitter at Preston_sports. I will typically post there an hour or two before we go live. Again, I do appreciate it. That was an awesome break. Yeah, awesome. Thanks again for stopping by. I am the Preston 13. Be good and have fun out there.